past few hours in Newcastle have been unlike any other, carrying an almost enigmatic atmosphere that has taken over the streets, the pubs, and the conversations around St. James Park. This isn't about an epic win or a painful defeat, but rather a behind-the-scenes development that could shape the club's future. Fans are talking with excitement in their eyes. Journalists are trying to confirm every detail, and the feeling is that something major is about to unfold. And for you, the supporter who lives and breathes every step of Newcastle United, here's an invitation. Subscribe to the channel right now. This simple action strengthens our space, helps us bring you exclusive content, and keeps you updated on everything happening behind the scenes at the club. Every subscription is a step forward for us to grow together as a true community passionate about Tyneside's black and white. In recent weeks, the club's movements in the transfer market have generated high anticipation. After breaking its own investment record with the arrival of Nick Woltemade, Newcastle seems unwilling to stop there. The sums are huge, the names speculated even more striking, and the possibilities seem endless. The whole city is talking, every rumor spreads quickly, and fans feel the club is on the verge of taking an even bigger leap. There is one player in particular who almost didn't wear Newcastle's shirt last summer. A frustrated negotiation, a rejected seven-figure offer, and a chapter that seemed closed. But football, as always, surprises. Now the scenario has changed, and what once seemed impossible is back on the club's radar. This is precisely where a turn of events begins, one that could impact not just Newcastle, but English football as a whole. The name is Marc Guehi. The defender, Eddie Howe's top target in 2024, came close to moving to St. James Park for £70 million. At the time, Crystal Palace rejected the offer, believing their defender was far too valuable to sell. Time passed, the Eagles held firm, and Guehi stayed in London. But now, in an unexpected twist, he has decided not to renew his contract and is preparing to become a free agent next summer, opening an opportunity Newcastle will hardly ignore. Before we dive into the details of the story, a reminder, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, now is the moment. Here, you follow every detail of major negotiations and rumors involving Newcastle United, always with clear and direct analysis. Click the subscribe button and join thousands of fans on this journey. To understand the significance of this news, we need to go back to the summer of 2024. Newcastle was determined to bring Guehi to Tyneside, and Eddie Howe saw him as the perfect piece to strengthen the defensive system. The £70 million offer was not only a financial investment but also a clear demonstration of ambition. However, Steve Parish, Crystal Palace's chairman, was unyielding. He rejected the bid and kept the defender at Selhurst Park, believing in his importance both on and off the pitch. The refusal left Newcastle frustrated, but the story didn't end there. Last summer, while Liverpool completed the historic signing of Alexander Isak for £125 million, Guehi was again in the spotlight but once more remained at Palace. Ironically, 2 years after the Magpies' seven-figure offer, the London club could lose their player without receiving a single penny. It's a scenario that shakes the entire Premier League backstage. According to journalist Miguel Delaney, in his Inside Football newsletter, it is highly unlikely that Guehi will leave Palace in January. The defender's plan is simple: complete his contract and, in the summer of 2026, choose his next destination as a free agent. This completely changes the game, as clubs like Newcastle, Liverpool, and even international giants could compete for his signature without paying a transfer fee. Here comes the strategic point for Newcastle. This could be a golden opportunity to finally bring Guehi to St. James Park. The club, which has already invested heavily in Woltemade and is looking to consolidate its squad at a European level, would gain a top-class English defender without the astronomical costs of a transfer. From a planning perspective, it's the perfect scenario. Strengthen the defense while balancing the books, something crucial to stay within PSR regulations. And once again, here's an important reminder. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next chapters of this story. Every week new information emerges, and this is where you'll find the most complete and up-to-date coverage of Newcastle United's future. Meanwhile, at Palace, the mood is one of frustration. In 2024, the club could have secured £70 million from Guehi's sale. Now, in 2026, they will see him leave for nothing. Yet London fans hold an unforgettable memory: the FA Cup triumph, a title in which Guehi played a pivotal role. For them, that moment may not pay the bills, but it represents something money cannot buy. On Newcastle's side, Dan Burn has already commented on Guehi's quality and acknowledged that he is now a direct competitor for a place in the England squad. This detail further increases the weight of a potential signing, as it would bring not only a high-level defender but also someone with established international projection. Howe is aware of this, and it would not be surprising if the club is already planning its next moves behind the scenes. The truth is that football is made of moments. What seemed unattainable yesterday may be closer than ever today. Newcastle, which had its offer rejected in 2024, now sees a chance in 2026 to secure a player who has always been on their priority list. And for the fans, this possibility brings a new wave of hope and excitement for the future. So, if you want to follow every detail of this saga, you know what to do. Subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and don't miss a thing. We are just at the beginning of a story that promises to shake the market and put Newcastle once again at the center of Premier League attention.